Снова здравствуйте. Мы стоим в выручай комнате и сейчас пойдем изучать новое заклинание. В прошлой серии мы обустраивали выручай комнату. Изучили нам это профессор Уизли. Вот, дала 3 новых заклинания, чтобы тут вот все делать, обустраивать. И профессор, который по зелеварению, Шарп, давал нам, ну, типа, дал задание на изучение депульса. Так, раздобудьте фокусирующее зелье, испытайте его в деле, раздобудьте зелье Максима и Турус, и одновременно испытайте их в деле. Понятно. Но мы сначала пойдем к Себастьяну и изучать конфрингу. Он нас будет обучать там всяким тоже жестким заклинаниям. Пропала. А может на этом? А, ну не внизу все. Не-не-не-не. Ладно, давайте. А, ну тут не сильно далеко, можно пешочком добежать. Уже вечер, только, наверное, все спят. Я тут хожу. Коська. Хожу тут, блин. Надо еще к магазинчику сходить. Продать ненужные вещички. Потому что вещей много ненужных, которые уже меньше уровнем. Что там у кого-то? Ой-ой-ой. У кого-то там дополнительные задания. Возьмем его. Чел из Пуффингуя. Ну-ка давай, что ты расскажешь?
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you.
Ой,
I've
это
heard
как-то в
all
ранзинке.
about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area,
Я
perhaps I
что?
shall
Я
take
не
a look.
понимаю.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it.
Самый
Come and
вообще
find me if
храбрый
you
на
get the
свете
proof.
чел, что ли?
I shall be forever in your debt.
Не, мы отслеживаем задание с вот это. Зайти в потайной.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Не будем пока. Потайной коридор травологии.
Over here.
Не принести какое-то опасное,
Sebastian, it's been a
опасный
while.
стебелечек.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Ну, а чё ты
course.
нас спас?
Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
Давай,
This
иди.
way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Чё, какие-нибудь лютые вообще заклинания? Давайте лютые заклинания нам. Ой-ой-ой, а что у нас загнулось? Что это? Что у нас сломалось? У меня плащ сломался.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to
Вот,
jeopardize that.
заполнено, блин.
We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Что мы можем разбить? Вот шарф там. Этот, например. Или одежду. Недорогую, которую типа зеленую или синюю. Так, а вот перчатки зеленые еще. Даже плюс 5. Даже плюс 6. Пока, блин, надо к этому, короче, сходить. О, шляпу поменяем сразу. Плюс 13, офигеть. Пока не знаю, что-то мне не нравятся шляпы, как они выглядят на персонаже. Не будем их
I know
носить.
Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems
это про
almost
слепого
sentient.
чела.
Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets.
Он же
I've never heard
потомок
anyone
Салазара
else speak of
Слизерина.
it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells,
Really? Like what?
like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it.
Че, огнедышчий
I can
чел?
teach it to you safely here.
Огнедышчий.
It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Ого. Зора. Уже третье красное заклинание.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the target. Это. О, прикол. Дальнобойная вспышка, которая наносит урон при попадании. Пораженные цели поджигаются и продолжают получать урон в течение нескольких секунд, во время которых дополнительные попадания приводят к огненным взрывам. Жестко. Вот этого пока. Best to keep the undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses. Confringo. Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You're getting it. That's it.
I think I've got it.
О, ну таких прям дистанциях.
Well done.
Блин, это круто. Потому что Incendio это только на небольшие, а тут оно прям летит. Это прикольно.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you.
Okay.
And yes, it is. As I'm sure you suspect, there is a bit more to all of this.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Keep this
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an ad.
Все, покиньте крипту.
Revelio.
Ой-ой-ой, мальчишка, ты еще покиньте, у тебя еще 2 сундука. Синий тюрбан. Видимо, того же уровня, что и у нас. Поэтому не особо. Ну, типа не плюсик, не минусик. Мантия как-то загнулась. Она он типа рукой ее подержал. Ладно, допустим. Опачки. Кто-то нас ждет.
Wait.
You
Не
there?
Себастьян.
I can hear you. Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year.
Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone. Not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Чел, ты чё разорался-то?
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Оп, и пропал. Нормально. Что у нас там? О! А, нет. А, ну да. Синий тюрбан мы нашли. Я подумал, что типа закрытый, который открывается только в этой выручай комнате, как мы шарф нашли. Но это не так. Чонские задания-то еще. На задание-то есть? Блин. Надо метлу купить. Где? Где там было метлу купить? Во. Блин, все-таки придется в Хоксмит лететь. Или нет? О!
I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
Все, профессор Фиг вернулся. Раздобудьте... О, Вингардиум Левиоса. Раздобудьте Мандрагору и испытайте ее против нескольких врагов одновременно. Но мы пока что к этому. Профессору Фигу пойдем.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Ой-ой-ой. Что ты там брал? Ой, это ж этот, Себастьян. А что ты меня ошибаешься? Себастьян. Ладно, сыт.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here
Ой,
long ago.
извините.
Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Сейчас пойдем с профессором. О, мы уже с профессором Фигом здесь. Это
The room
телепорт.
is called the Map Chamber, by the way.
Это
And the
понимаю.
portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
А почему только мне интересно, почему Пивс типа цветной,
Think.
а остальные все прозрачно-белые?
This time.
Интересно.
This looks promising.
Офигеть, как это красиво выглядит. Прям вообще очень.
Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's
Hogwarts.
magnificent.
А что это придет? Расскажет что-нибудь?
If only you were here to see this.
О! Ты пришел. Минутку. Всё.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
Воспоминания о вомите памяти, которые вы видели в моем сейфе в Гринготтсе. Да.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands.
Весь разговор
They will
пропустил.
test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you.
Где там чё
Whilst
отмечено?
Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
А, типа
I know
башня?
that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Башня, башня, башня.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade.
Так, ну все
My
равно, значит, нам
recollection
нужно
is
в
that it
Хоксмит, значит,
seems
мы зайдем за
abandoned.
метлой.
Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Все, вот, короче, теперь, я думаю, мы не будем рассказывать ничего челам, которым учусь. Ну, типа, подробностей. Потому что это, поехали в Гринготс. Я хочу метлуху себе купить. Метлуху. Метлуху хочу. О, там какой-то. Ага. Оп, переместимся. О, так мы сейчас еще и эти откроем.
Sometimes it
Жить
seems
у меня.
all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Сундуки с этими, с глазами. Да, я не заходил.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Revelio.
Сюда я не заходил. Этим магазином управляет любезный Алби Уикс. Здесь продаются всевозможные волшебные спортивные товары, включая новейшие модели метел. По городу ходят слухи, что Алби работает над рядом усовершенствований летных характеристик метел. Это что, метла? Жестко. Надо самую жесткую брать метлу. Прям самую-самую.
Revelio.
Давай.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only
Я
just
поэтому в
returned.
нее не зашел, потому что она
Thankfully, with
закрыта.
inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
You said disrupted trade routes caused you to close Spintwitches?
Terrible it's been. Trade routes reported as unusable. Evidently criminals are overtaking roads, threatening hamlets. I can fly safely almost anywhere, but you try flying with an inventory of brooms on your back. No easy feat. Right then, back to work. If a particular broom takes your fancy, just let me know.
Еще какой-то вопросик. А что вы еще можете сказать
Do
о
you mind
метлах?
sharing more about your
Ну, давай,
brooms?
рассказывай.
I have a passion for them. Every detail of every model. Take wind wisps, well known for their quality ash handles. U-weavers are rare because some fear flying them, likely to do with the U-wand's darker reputation. Then you have the Ember Dash, known for its handsome appearance. Working with brooms every day makes me practically giddy. It's one of many reasons I cherish running this shop.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are
Заметно.
we looking for today?
Ой, у нас и денег нормально. Так они всего 600 галеонов стоят.
That item is of the highest quality.
Кисовый ткач. Клеющий порыв. Блин, вот это вот... Такая прям...
That item is of the highest quality.
Это такая дефолтная. Лунный свет. Метла известная, изготовлена очень искусно, что придает ей невероятную устойчивость. Ну, тоже такая.
That item is of the highest
Ну,
quality.
вот это вот прям такая. Ух. Жесткая. Наверное, ее давайте.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise
О,
you.
так тебе сейчас все продадим все.
Nice doing business with you.
Все, что нам не подходит, мы тебе продадим. А тут 31. 35. 4 вот эти тоже продадим. И очки. Блин, очки. Хочу легендарное, блин, все. Ну так-то...
Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
How long have you had a passion for brooms?
Победить
Since the
соревнования,
moment
это
I saw my first Quidditch match.
замечательно.
Seeing flyers maneuver the way they do. Oh, some people continue to have their doubts about me and my ideas. I hope that won't dissuade you from helping. I know I'm onto something.
Why do you
Ну-ка,
need
видишь,
me
нам
to
не
report
сделали.
you on this broom flight?
I did try to get Imelda to help, but she has some flying habits and quirks that made her difficult to collaborate with. I need a flyer with no bad habits and the knack for flying. Your classmate Everett said you're a natural on a broom. He's forever in here studying the newest models, almost as passionate about brooms as I am. If your rumoured talent for flying can help you beat Imelda's times, then having you assess the broom will be invaluable.
Sounds as if you took Kagawa's class.
I did, but my focus on the technical elements of brooms rather than the art of flying drove her mad. She thinks it fitting I run Spintwitches now. I don't reckon either of us ever pictured me batting away bludgers for the Cannons or Puddlemere United. And I find a certain satisfaction in winning over the naysayers who think I may be too young to run this shop. With your help, I can continue proving myself the most knowledgeable purveyor of wizarding sporting goods around.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Revelio. Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Покажи лохомора, все закрыто. Там это в 3 метрах. Ой-ой, Фокс медиа 0 FPS. Так. Давайте дальше по сюжету пойдем. Как метлу достать? А, типа здесь, наверное, нельзя летать. Нужно с Хоксми давить.
Revelio.
Доп. Задание, давайте возьмем. Голос, я думал, это шиншилл, такой на плече сидит.
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey, charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since.
Да, я
It's silly, but
просто так
I'm
пошел с каким-то
insatiably
призраком в
curious
этот
as to where the
запретный лес.
butterflies go in the forest.
Ой!
You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying
О,
spider
лишаются
dens.
головы, это было.
Ugh, trust me, you
Вот с
hear
этим
that at 11
призраком
years
мы и
old.
ходили.
It sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll.
Don't forget, the butterflies always seem...
Не-не-не, какие бабочки, мы к профессору Фигу летим. Сейчас наберем задание.
Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
Я думаю, что такие вот побочные задания можно,
Revelio.
в принципе, на YouTube-то и не снимать. Не знаю, посмотрим. О!
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Ладно, Коську погладим. Коська. Там сундук сзади. Сейчас мы его откроем. Это, видимо, сундук с глазом. Мяу. Настроить вот эту. Нет. Вот так. Вот так. Тут Левиосо. А лохомору мне не дают. Чё лохомору? Да. Вот тут сундучок. Плюс 500. Прекрасно. Это прям приятно вообще. Там еще много этих сундучков. Здесь, например. Оп. Ревелио. Но тут и лохомора. Ой, глазик чешется.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
О. Не знаю зачем. А что нам? Дайте на этой. О, вы вышли в зону, которая разрешена полету. Нажмите L1 и нолик, затем нолик, чтобы назначить метлу на круговое меню инструментов. Оп. Все, полетели. А, это жаба. Тихо, молодой. Это что? Резкое ускорение, удерживать скорость полета. Переключить скорость полета. Снижение, подъем, удерживать слезть. Что это такое? И хлопать надо. Че? Пауки. Может, с пауками тут подеремся? Как раз это. Где-то есть. Алло. Ты че? Дощаться не дал. Давайте Мерлинову вот это вот. Сделаем здесь, раз уже стоим. Так. Не зря конференцию изучили. О. Четенько. А вот и Мерлин опять. Паддинг. Там какое-то, короче... О. Расширение инвентаря. Прекрасно. Наконец-то. — 24 вместительность теперь. А что мы можем на метлу? О, так это мы для метлы всякие штучки будем находить, так же как типа как рукоятки для палочек. Это тоже отпадинг. Блин, давайте очки тоже поменяем. Носить мы их. Или что, какие-нибудь очки, может, наденем, или маску. Ну, что-то как-то не очень, да? Блин. Уже и время подошло к переходу в следующую серию. Правильно? Правильно. Лайки, комментарии, подписка. Ссылочки в описании. Дальше больше.